It's the Don't Make It Weird podcast with your hosts, Daniel and Dinosaurus.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Don't Make It Weird podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Daniel Quigley, and this is episode 39. Here we go. It's going to be a good one. I don't know what 39 is going to bring for us. I don't know. It could be fun. Maybe this is going to be a sexy episode. Maybe we convince producer Sean to sing us a song. It could do anything. This episode could be even a boat. Think about it. You're welcome. But you know who we don't have to think about, gang? I am joined, as always, by the absolute attractive, angry angel who's ardently acceptable, Dinosaurus. What's up, Dina?
I want everybody to know that I was a little bit panicked coming into today's episode because I thought that I was on my last fun shirt.
Yeah,
I'm not.
So for the folks at home, Dina wears a different shirt every episode, whereas I recycle the same 4 shirts every single episode. And so Dina's panicking. Her wardrobe revolves around this show. Dina, what are you going to do if you have to recycle a shirt?
I'm going to make a lot of purchases to Amazon instead and then return them all. Because free returns are my life.
So you just kind of rent a shirt. Is that your general plan? It's not even
essentially, yes.
Oh, look at it. Even your dog's embarrassed by you right now. Look at that. It's just oh, God. Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got her dog here. Dina, you seem to have a new poster back behind us. What is this?
I do. Do I need to read it for the audio or the audio only?
Yeah, absolutely.
It says, be a dinosaur, be extraordinary, do your best, let the world hear you roar, always be dynamite, be brave, be fierce, be strong, stand tall, use your imagination, chomp, stomp, roar, explore the world, never give up, believe in yourself, chase your dreams.
I never knew that we were going to have a dinosaur inspirational poster. This is incredible. I'm inspired
pro dinosaur
right now.
Here.
Yeah, we're very pro. Look, your dog is judging us right now. Every time he's cringing, it's oh my God, everything you say is so fucking cringy right now.
He's just a wild animal doing his thing.
You know what? We need someone to come in here and help us out to bring back in order on the animals. And audience, we have a third member of our team, and I just want you to know that he needs you. And he misses you. And now he wonders if he could fall into the sky. Do you think buffaloes would pass him by? Because he'd walk 1,000 miles if you would just see our podcast tonight. Producer Sean, everyone.
Just straight up poetry, my friend.
Yeah. Now you're going to have that song stuck in your head for the rest of the day. I think everyone will. It's impossible not to.
You're welcome, world.
yeah, everyone who's listening to it now is just oh, God. What's your palate cleanser song? If you have a song stuck in your head and you're I have to get out of your head, what's your palate cleanser?
Who are you asking?
Both. Everyone. The world.
Oh. Anything by Nefx. Hey, DM me. You can come on the show. You have beautiful writing and I love you. Both.
I want to say I just throw on classic rock like AC/DC or something. Shoot to Thrill, Thunderstruck.
Yeah, just something just to get the mindless jingle out of your head.
Something, very familiar.
So
Nefx is an amazing band, by the way.
I know of NoFX, but I don't think that's who you're talking about, and I don't even know who
NoFX is. Neffex.
Sean, anything?
I love them.
No. I mean,
they were literally on our, what's it called?
Top 10
on our
bands.
show's top 10, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is it that rapidy music?
It's rock alternative rap with a little bit of metal.
You're going to have to send me some links afterwards. I'm very skeptical.
They're basically...
Do they smoke the marijuana?
They're literally they're such good writers, but they're Taylor Swift, but rock version with a little bit of rap in there.
I don't think there's any rock or rap artist out there that wants to be they're kind of like the Taylor Swift of men's rock.
I think you need to have a listen, Daniel. You might be adding it to
Why
your
is
rotation.
Yeah, you know
Why
what? I
is
might
it
have
just men's rock?
to. I mean, it sounds like it was an all men's band, so you know what? You're right. That was sexist of me. It could be for anyone. But it's fine. It's fine. You know who is for everyone, Dina?
Our voicemail.
No, Dina. Pay attention to the rundown. Damn it.
Oh, you know who's for everybody, Daniel?
Who is that?
Emily Hoffman was for everybody.
Yes, you was. Good job. We had Emily Hoffman on the show last week, and her book, I Remember, is out now, along with her self-love coloring book, and we had a lot of fun in that episode. Dina, what was your favorite part?
Not ranch. Not ranch.
Oh, bless.
I actually had Kelly try it after we finished the episode, and she
texted
nearly
me.
vomited. And she loves ranch dressing. It's like her favorite thing. So
Yeah.
I'm
I
still trying to get
had
that
wings
dusty
the
flavor
next
out.
day. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I had wings the next day, and I was gonna get ranch because I usually get ranch and buffalo and like ranch and blue cheese, so I can alternate. Nope. I was like, hell no. I
You
can't have
went
ranch.
straight blue cheese from that point on, huh?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, God. I mean, I've tasted a lot of miserable, terrible things in my life because I have, like, the palate of a, rock.
Oh my God.
Hey.
What are you drinking out of, Dina?
Dina, what on earth? What on earth?
This is, I don't know.
You don't know what it is you're drinking from it. Kids.
Tim got me a wine cork that has a wine glass on the top of it. So you just stick it in your bottle, and it's pretty convenient, except it makes like a tornado when it goes back down, like those old toys.
Man.
With the
It's
water bottle.
aerating
Yeah.
it. It's aerating the wine.
I just like that he's made it efficient for you to, drink wine. So, I mean,
Yeah, so here's
For
the
the
thing.
folks
He's
listening,
set up
like,
with me. Oh.
it's literally the top of a wine glass on top of a bottle of wine.
and she drinks from the wine glass attached to the bottle of wine. It's incredible.
Yeah. Tim's sick of me being like, hey, can you go get me some wine? I want a glass of wine. So he just started bringing me the bottle, and now I'm like, I want a glass. So this is...
I mean, it sounds to me like Tim has a lot of really thoughtful gifts that he got you this Christmas.
Yeah, he did. A lot.
And what did you get him, Dina?
Oh, Lord.
Listen, Linda.
Look
I got
at
him
Linda.
pants. I got him pants, and he got me some Swarovski crystal fucking necklaces and earrings and wine glasses and a new camera, and I got him pants.
But the real gift is being married to Dina, isn't it?
I thought so. I thought that it was worth it. It was a fair trade.
It's like a totally even trade-off. But all right, so listen, we had Emily on. It was a lot of fun. We found out she has a lot of naked women on her website that she draws.
Link in the description.
In link in the description. And man, it was just a good time. We got a little sad reading her book, but it's a damn good book. And we look forward to seeing what happens with her career. But
She's going places, honestly.
It's time though to move on. It's time to feel next time, because we have a lot of great things in this episode. We're going to be talking about, we're going to do a quick accountability buddy check. We're going to be getting into our voicemails again, finally, and we're gonna be talking about self-pub and should you hire an editor, as well as we'll get to the other part in a little bit, because you guys voted on this, and I think we're all excited about it. But it's time for our accountability buddy segment, Dina. And Sean, could you give us a song just right here on the spot? Can you just sing us and make up an accountability buddy song?
No.
Yeah, Sean, just can
Can
you
it
just
be
go
a Taylor
ahead?
Swift song?
No, I just want
What?
Sean to sing. Yeah, I want Sean to sing. I'm fine with you singing a Taylor Swift song.
Yeah,
No.
can you sing
Romeo.
champagne no, what is it?
Romeo, take
Champagne
me
Purple?
somewhere we can be alone.
I've been waiting, all that's left to do is run.
Yeah, Sean, can you just sing us a
Sean, are
little
you gonna
accountability
give us
song?
anything?
Accountability buddy. Just drop a beat.
No, I'm not.
Sean, you are the only musical talent
I'll
here.
be the prince and I'll be the princess.
Perfect. I like that you put a little extra into that. Well, We're going to continue to badger Sean about accountability songs from here on out. But until then, Dina, how's your works in progress going? What's your accountability situation?
I'm actually really proud of myself because I'm falling in love with my book all over again. And I feel like really shitty because I'm not supposed to like be all, oh my God, my work is so good. But like, it's really fucking good. So,
it is really fucking good. I can confirm.
I just started re-editing it so that I can submit it for a query, and I'm kind of scared to query it because I know the first person that I'm going to give it to, and I don't want to disappoint her.
That's what she said.
Ashley could have it.
Yeah, that was a good one. So you know what? For the folks at home, we have a little writing group that we kind of do some chats with, and me and Dina, we took our friendship to a new level during this writing process. And
oh my God.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were going to tell people about this.
Yeah, no, we're going to tell them. Dina, I want the world to know about this creation that we made together. What did we do, Dina? It was very special, meant a lot to me.
We wrote a sex scene together. Oh my God, my wine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's how good it was, guys. She's knocking over her wine.
I had to be drunk to get through it.
Damn it, that's what she said too. So, Dina, for the folks at home, because this is probably the most unique sex scenes I've ever heard about written in literariness, can you give us the basic concept of what this sex scene is?
Did you just say literariness?
Yes, I did. Yeah, that's a word now.
We're getting published in March of 2022. Can you believe it?
This is a
Shout
writer.
out Lost Boys Press. We speak good here.
Hey. So basically this scene is that my main character is a female and she accidentally links her soul with this guy and they can like see and feel everything that the other person does. So when she goes to sleep, she's like thinks that she's dreaming, and then she realizes that she's actually like in his head / body, feeling everything that he's
feeling things with his men parts.
With his things.
Yeah, so Dina basically Freaky Friday the sex scene, and it's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's
really
help.
sexy. I needed the male perspective.
And I'm glad I could provide it. I was hoping to give Sean an opportunity to give his 2 cents, but Sean is very close to the vest about his experiences.
Except we know about his manscaping, so I mean, is
yeah,
he
we
that
do.
close to the vest about it?
Yeah, we do. God, I forgot about that.
You wanted to play Truth or Dare, so...
We learned a lot about producer Sean in that last one.
I like that the first thing out of my mouth was, no, I'm going to drink, though, and I wasn't planning on it.
Yeah, but you were immediately ready to get it going. And man, all right. So for my accountability check, so a couple cool things. I got the little demo back from shout out Mick Arcade, Rance's boy Mick. A while back we'd been talking about, he'd do like a little demo of the first chapter, one of my works in project, Thunderstruck, and I got to hear it today, and it was really cool. He's an awesome voice actor, and so that was fun just to kind of breathe a little life into my unpublished book. And I've taken a lot to editing, especially the last week. I'm up to page 300 of my 190,000 word chonker of a novel. So
I get about 100 emails a day now that you're editing again, because it's updating me that you've finished what I suggested. Yeah.
Listen, I've had a lot of really great beta feedback, but like my favorite thing is just having a ride along of Dina here with my story. So like I get her little comments and she's pointed out every time that I just make up words. And so it's
like
fun.
Literariness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been highlighted and made fun of by Nina. Yeah, so get you a beta like Dina because it's a lot of fun to have a ride along as you go.
I'm going to start charging people.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
That's right.
I know you owe me a lot of money.
As soon as I get my publishing deal, Dina, you got it, buddy. Get that sweet literary money. What? What is that?
Of a voicemail.
Sean, do we have voicemails?
Hi there, just calling about inquiring about hiring an emotional support Daniel for miscellaneous emotional support needs, including but not limited to liking all my selfies, laughing at all my jokes, pretending to be love-struck when I descend the stairs in slow motion, telling me I use the perfect amount of adverbs, telling me I have very pretty features, and screaming that my hair looks radiant until he's hoarse and yellow in the face. Looking forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Cheers. Warm regards. Kind regards. Sincerely. The name's Corey. Coriander.
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
Fuck you, Jess.
How many
That
is
was
that?
4. That was 4.
Oh, Jess the Mess, you beautiful.
I was going to say
Talented.
that was Jess the Mess.
She's so funny at these things, dude. I damn love it.
I can't wait to see her again.
You know, right?
Yeah. So I'll just call her. Just get her on right now. What is this?
Her job like requirements for you are something you can actually handle, though.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm all about that. You know, all those, listen, if you need an emotional support, Daniel, to go out there and just be your number one cheerleader, I'm here all day, every day, and I'm happy to like, subscribe, and clap in your general direction.
All right.
But he gets hugs.
Shut up.
We just got another notification, you guys. It's a
Guys, what is
voicemail.
that?
Who
Is
could
that a
it be?
voicemail? We've got a winner!
Oh, man.
Oh, God.
Who is
That
it?
is
God,
what they
I hate
bark
this
at you.
empire that we've
Wait.
built.
Tomfoolery that I just did.
It's Walter Freeman.
Walter!
The cover of a shield doing the noises of a police siren. Anyway, I'm sorry, I can't keep that voice up after doing a seal.
It's
That was for you,
JD.
Dina.
JD!
And Daniel, if you challenge me again, you know I'll do it. Sean, love you, buddy. Bye.
JD, you beautiful siren. So we got to go get him something because that's a winner of our contest.
Yeah, I haven't heard from JD in a while. I miss him.
Yeah, I miss him too. That was nice of him. I'm glad that he's done, violently murdering gnomes and hiding them in his yard. So that's good. He took a break from that for us.
I think about him often.
Yeah, same here.
Yep.
JD, I just want you to know that I'm a big fan. I'm here to like, subscribe, and clap at all your photos.
So where can people leave us a voicemail, Daniel?
Oh, I'm glad you asked, Sean. Well, as it turns out, guys, you can leave us a voicemail at 347-69-WEIRD. That's 347-699-3473. Oh, that felt good. I like voicemail time, man. I miss getting voicemails. Like, I love having guests, but I just miss the voicemails, and I hope we get more of them because they always touch my heart, touch me in my funny place.
That's what she said.
I'm not nearly far enough in this episode to be this deep. All right, guys, it's time to move forward. So, Dina, I heard that by popular demand, by near unanimous vote on Twitter, you have a very special story time for us. Why don't you give a little tickle to the audience? Give them a nice little ice cube on the nethers, if you know what I mean.
I prefer hot wax. So anyway.
And this is how Dina and Daniel write sex scenes.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about, coincidentally, the time that I tried to date my cousin.
First cousin.
No, it wasn't my first cousin.
Save it for story time.
Okay.
No words, just cousins.
For those of you watching on visual, you can buy our blanket.
Also, producer Sean,
that.
the man on that photo, producer Sean, is not her cousin, who she'll be trying to date later. All right, guys.
Miss Cousin's Dangereux.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, Sean, we're going to try a new little game segment today, buddy. Why don't you tell us what we're doing?
We are doing You Laugh, You Die Funny Headlines Edition. What that means is I'm just going to read off some funny news headlines that are actually real news headlines, aka not The Onion, and see if you guys laugh at them. So
So basically, what we're going to assume is I'm going to be drinking a lot, and Dina's just going to be staring straight faced the entire time.
Yeah.
And I'm going to finally know what it's like to be Daniel and have Dina not laugh at my jokes.
Ow. Ow. You know, it's been a while since I've said this, but you know what, Sean? Words hurt.
This is where we're going tonight?
I'll
Yeah,
drink to
that's
that.
where we're going.
Okay.
Going to Pound Town. Sorry.
You
It was in my head.
You are
Freaky Friday, baby.
Inappropriate.
Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday. Listen, this is a family show, and you're just out here smutting it up.
I can't help it. I'm a smut.
Oh.
You're a
I
smut.
don't know what that means. I
Yeah, I don't know what either, but I'm...
I just know, like, it's smutty romance, so...
Yeah, I don't know if
I don't
anyone's
know.
ever been called a smut before. Like,
Did you mean slut?
No
You
smut
smut.
shaming? Yeah, no smut shaming here. All right?
Incredible. Okay. Number 1. Here we go. Amphibious pitcher makes major league debut.
Did they mean ambidextrous?
Yes, they did. And this was printed.
Oh,
Fuck.
God.
All right. Well, I'm already on my first drink. That's incredible. I mean, I just picture this pitcher like having gills. Like, you know, it's just like literally in the dunk tank in between innings. Like, Dina doesn't care. She doesn't know
I'm just
sports.
picturing Aquaman pitching in the MLB.
Just the long hair flowing out. Oh, man, that'd be good.
All right. Cows lose their jobs as milk prices drop.
That shouldn't be that funny, but it really was.
I
At least
honestly didn't
Dina's
think I'd get
losing
you
it.
with
That's
that one.
incredible. Yeah. I love that Dina loved
Okay.
it. So, Dina, how do you feel about these poor cows out on the street? Dina did it.
These homeless cows.
I think I'm just
They
picturing...
can't take care of their families.
I'm just... So the other night, Tim was, like, showing me a ton of, like...
Oh, the talking
cow
cows,
videos,
right?
Like the talking
Yeah.
cows. So that's what I'm picturing is just like them on the street corner with their big mouths.
Just out on the street corner with their big mouths. Yeah, this is getting smutty
Sitting
again.
there selling
You got to
milk.
tell Tim
Yeah.
about this later.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to, you know, pay for your calves. So, you know, if you gotta smut on the corner, you gotta smut on the corner, you know?
Alrighty. Man accused of killing lawyer receives a new attorney.
What? These are supposed to be really dumb.
I love it, though. I mean,
Said his new lawyer, I just realized I failed my bar exam, so sorry, gotta run.
I mean,
Oh God.
just imagine that. It's like, because you are constitutionally bound to get a court-ordered attorney. So it's like, just imagine, it's like, hey, man, killed this last motherfucker. Yeah. Fuck.
What if he was like a serial killer and he only targeted lawyers, and then you're the guy who has to be his appointed lawyer?
Oh my God, that's the news story. Write it down. Dina, take down notes.
Okay,
She's not
wait,
your
I actually
fucking
kind of want to write a
secretary.
book like that.
What?
But I want to write a book like that.
Yeah, take notes. Taking notes right now. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Serial killer kills all their attorneys. Because, like, at what point do you think, like, a judge would just stop giving you an attorney? It's like, all right, dude, you've killed, like, 4 of them already, so you're on your own at this point.
But I feel like most lawyers are like armed too, just like judges.
What?
So.
Wait, okay, hold on. You think judges are armed? Like,
Absolutely.
In the courtroom?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, right now. So Judge Judy is packing heat in the
Judge
courtroom.
Judy
Hold
isn't
on.
a real fucking judge.
Yeah, first of all, Judge Judy's not a judge. She just plays one on television. Secondly, the bailiff is armed.
Yes.
I don't think the judge is armed.
Yeah, they're not armed.
I would bet money that
No.
judges are
You know
armed.
what?
I
Florida
You realize how
judges,
dangerous
Florida
I
judges are bred
understand.
different. Okay,
Yeah,
they got a
we're talking
machete under
nationally
there.
here. Lawyers and judges are not packing heat. Like literally, the bailiffs I think are the only people allowed to be armed in the courtroom. Like I think that's actually the case.
Who's gonna fucking stop them?
The law.
No, I would bet
The
money
long wiener
that
of the
judges
law.
are armed because
In the courtroom. You were saying the
Because
judges
do you realize
in
how many-
the courtroom.
Yes, they're literally working with serial killers and people that will jump the fucking thing.
What
is
happens
the
is the judge just
coding-
bounces, just runs to their quarters, and then officers swarm in if something
I
goes
was
down.
going to say there's police officers and bailiffs and judges and armed.
Okay,
Dina.
you know what? To
No.
Dina's credit, Judge Dredd is armed.
We need to get a lawyer on here. I almost just want to call my sister real fast and settle this.
I have a friend
Don't
that I wanted
ambush
to
your
catch
sister.
this out to.
Can I ambush my sister?
Don't ambush your sister.
I ambush
Don't
my
do that.
sister. Come on.
She's already so disappointed
text
in you.
her.
Don't give her another reason.
Just text her real
Okay,
quick.
let's move on.
Right,
State
sorry.
population. Pardon me. State population to double by 2040. Babies to blame.
Son of a bitch.
Daniel, you can't comment.
I can
That
absolutely
makes me
comment.
laugh.
That is my job, is to comment on this, Dina. Oh, Dina, I can't even handle you drinking straight from the bottle right now.
Those sneaky babies are always up to something, aren't they?
Yeah.
Bastards.
Babies are just
Why
out
do you
here
have
making
children?
more people want babies, and so everyone's just boning out of control.
I've never understood baby fever. I like kids. I want kids at some point, but like I've never understood looking at a baby and being like, "Pregnate me!" Like that's not a thing. It can't
Not
possibly
yet. You're
be
too
a
young.
thing.
You're too young to be in that place. Just wait.
I just want you to.
It happened to me
Kim.
in my late 20s. I was
Yeah.
immediately like, impregnate me right now.
Yeah.
I want
It
to.
happens. He literally jumped into the room and was like, "Impregnate me."
Okay.
That's how I
Oh,
seduce
hold on. So,
people.
Dina, could you try that like one time? Just like set up like a hidden camera, like not in like the bedroom, but like in the living room. Like Tim comes home one day, and I just want you like to jump out from the closet and just be like, "Impregnate me."
No, because he wants a kid now, and I will not give him
Oh,
that
so
power.
that's okay. So okay, makes sense. And
We don't
he'd
play
be a
with
little too
fate.
excited. Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
All right. Mississippi's literacy program shows improvement.
They misspelled Mississippi, didn't they?
MISSIPPI. Mississippi's literacy program needs improvement.
That's outstanding.
That's like the one state that I will never spell wrong. It's like
Yeah.
impossible because there's a whole fucking song.
MISSISSIPPI.
Yeah. And listen, that's the one state in the United States that every other state needs. Like, this is the most necessary state in our country.
I'm sorry.
It is the lodestone, the flagstone, the most important thing. It is.
What are you smoking?
Because here's the thing. They're so bad at everything. Like, they rank last in almost every single category in the entire country. Education, literacy, health, life expectancy.
That's literally Florida that you're talking about right now, not
buddy.
Mississippi.
No, check Mississippi, dude. It's worse. And it exists so that every state can say, listen, guys, I know things look bad, but we're not as bad as Mississippi. Check
So
it.
they're like the scapegoat of the country.
Yeah. Give me.
So
give
they're
me a
basically the
category.
Daniel of the United States, is what you're saying.
They are the Daniel of the United
Yes.
States. That is their job, is to make them all look better.
Hold on.
As
though.
bad as you
Just-
think
just
Florida is at anything, Mississippi is worse.
for the 5% of Mississippians who have internet and are watching this, we're really sorry. We actually
Yeah.
love you and we appreciate you.
I don't
'cause
support anything that just came out of his mouth.
No one
Fans
reads
of the
books
show,
in Mississippi. No one reads a book there. They're not our target demo.
Wow, man.
Nigeria
Wow.
reads more books than Mississippi.
Nigeria. We're still ranked in Nigeria, by the way.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Shout out
That's
to
our
our
longest-
Nigerian listeners. Yeah.
It's the longest we've ever been charted anywhere. Still have never cracked the top charts in the United States or Canada, but you know.
Someday. But Belgium loves
Um,
us. Nigeria loves us.
Y'all want to know the actual worst state in the country?
Oh, what is it?
Are you looking it up now?
There's
Oh, wait.
no way it's
How
not
do I
Mississippi.
know which one is Louisiana?
No.
Hey,
they have
Amber.
New Orleans.
Yeah, do you know the crime rate in New Orleans?
Are you sure New Orleans isn't in Michigan, you guys?
I'm pretty sure it's in Detroit.
New Orleans is in Detroit?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that,
Oh,
that
okay.
tracks. Yeah. No, that tracks. Florida education.
And I am clipping that.
Yep. Our first clip of the day.
Okay. Breathing oxygen linked to staying alive.
Son.
A groundbreaking discovery, obviously.
That is. Dina, did you know about this? Does Mississippi know about this?
And Louisiana sure
Does
doesn't.
Mississippi know about this? They don't. The courier pigeon's on its way to deliver the message, though. Police arrest everyone on February 22nd.
Oh, shit. So, Dina, where were you arrested at in February 22nd?
Oh, is that what they're trying to say?
Yeah.
Like
They arrested
that's the
everyone.
joke?
Yeah.
No, it's not a joke. That's the headline. And they just have a misleading headline.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22.
All right. I think that's our last headline right there because Dina's losing her mind over here. She
This is
loves
the worst fucking game.
It's the best.
Excuse me,
game,
you laughed
Dina.
a couple of times, Dina.
Yeah. Cows.
Just because
Dina.
of cows.
Talking cows on the street corner hooking.
It would have been funnier if we had done word association. I'm just saying.
We can't do word association every episode, Dina.
We absolutely can, Sponge. Ugh.
One day I'm actually going to give you a prompt that would make sense with Sponge, and it's going to fuck with your head.
Yeah. You're
I'm not going to be able to say it.
Yeah, it'd be like, cleans dishes.
Soap.
See?
Yeah, see, and then I'm going to be like, not Sponge? And
Sponge?
you're gonna be like, oh, yeah.
No, can I go back?
All right. It's time to move on from Dina's favorite segment. I think we absolutely nailed it on this one, guys. It's time to get into a little discussion segment, man. Me and Dina have been kind of talking about this one off air for a while, and it mostly starts with the fact that whenever I'm on Twitter, how would you rank my editing skills on Twitter, Dina? Out of 10.
Oh my god.
Out of 10.
You're like literally, I put you on notification back when I still had notifications on just so that I could catch you before you fucked up.
Yeah.
Because I knew how bad it was going to be. You are the worst.
I need an editor. Like, I just need someone that's there that gets like live notifications, like not as I tweet, but like as I'm writing a tweet, and they can be like, Daniel, you're missing like 4 words. Why are you putting a comma there, Daniel? What are you doing? No. And so if you guys know about live service Twitter editor, I'd appreciate that.
Can't you just dictate your tweets to Siri? Won't she fix your mistakes for you?
Yeah. And by the way, shout out Dina. I have Irish Siri now, so that's kind of fun.
Karen's pretty dope, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you
check
didn't
this out.
have Karen. You just
you
did
say
like the generic
Shakaren?
one, right?
Oh, Karen.
But, back on track to our editingness. So one of the things that we've talked about a lot is, is it a worthwhile endeavor to get an editor, a freelance editor, if you are a self-published author? And Dina, I know you got some thoughts on this.
So I want to preface that, like, I understand some people can't afford it. I totally get that. And I don't believe that the writing world should be I don't like gatekeeping. I think that if it is something that you want to do successfully in a manner like where you can market and you're not going to get negative feedback, you should probably save up for an editor. They can be expensive, but then they can also be not that expensive. And as somebody who has a literary podcast, we read a lot and we can tell who has an editor and who doesn't.
So, I mean, what would you
it's-
say is the going rate generally of like a freelance editor?
Well, wait, hold on, because I don't want to like hurt anybody's feelings, because it's not a bad thing if you don't have an editor, because your story is still amazing and you're still getting it out there and it's still a lot of fucking work.
Yeah.
I don't want to discredit that.
Yeah, no, I totally understand.
But we can see who has an editor.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different opinions about the price of a freelance editor, and a lot of these people I could tell weren't editors. So I contacted my editor, hey Ashley Hutchison, who is now accepting freelance work.
Yeah.
She does, what was it? Hold on. I had up the wrong thing. She would charge about $3 for a line or developmental alone, and $4 for both. And that's per page.
What if your book is one super long run-on sentence? Does that count as one line?
Yeah, can you get a discount on that?
No. So line edits are like, that's not what that means.
I know.
Line edits are like, okay. I'll explain it in a second.
So really small font then.
Yeah, tiny font.
Yes, basically.
Yeah.
So I'll explain what all the different editorial departments entail, but $3 per page for line or developmental edits, and then $4 for both per page. So let's go ahead and define the differences. So developmental editing is like your big picture, your content editing, macro editing, things like that. Copy editing would be your micro editing, grammar editing, flow and structure editing, things like that. And then you've got just basic proofreading, consistency check, format, and layout. Copy editing would fall under lines. But some people online were getting kind of crazy, and they were like $25 to $40 per hour with 10 pages per hour, and it was getting pricey with how these people were phrasing things. But an average person would be like, so editorial content developmental editing would be 24 cents roughly. No, I'm sorry, 3 cents. I don't know why I read that as 24 because it's 2.4. It's rounded up. Okay. Anyway, it would be 3 cents per word for content or developmental editing, which would come out to roughly the same thing.
Yeah.
Because you would average about 500 words per page.
And so, I mean, in general, when you look at the final cost, like everything that I saw, you're looking anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000. It can get as high depending on the services, the amount of edits and redos and everything like that. I mean, I've seen it as high as upwards of 10,000, but I think that's much more the extreme case.
That's super, super insane. So Ashley has 10 years of editing experience, and for a 60,000 word novel, averaging 500 words per page, that would be like just over 120 pages. It would cost about $500 for a 60,000 word.
So
that's with 10 years of experience.
So $1,500, and I can afford Ashley. I'm going to be starting my GoFundMe now.
Yeah. Pretty much.
But yeah, I mean, so like I get the reverse side of this, right? And so that's one of I'm going to take the devil's advocate. I'm going to take the devil's advocate position for a second.
Words are hard.
Words are definitely hard. Because everyone that's starting out, because one of the benefits of being a traditionally published author is that whether it's through your agent, through the editing house or the publishing house, they provide all those services for you. They say, hey, your thing's really good. We're going to do all the, the editing side. And, especially once you're established, it can, I guess, hypothetically be a little less clean. Because, I mean, that's one of the hardest things, too, is when you are submitting to a publisher or an agent, they want it to already be clean. Like, they want it to be edited. So you have to hire a freelance editor to then go get it to a person who will then get it to another editor. And it seems like a lot. But yeah, I mean, it can cost you $1,000 to $3,000 to get your work professionally edited. And then if you're using Amazon, and if you're, Amazon doesn't technically cost money, but it can, depending on the types of services that you want from Amazon to do a self-publish. If you want to advertise, if you want to do all this stuff. I mean, most of us, I don't know about you, are not rich authors. And so it's like, would I want to pay $1,500 for Ashley's services? Absolutely. She is the best. It's been so amazing working with her. But I also don't have $1,500 to give her, but she deserves it. So it's like, I can't be like, hey, will you do this for free? You know what I mean? Well,
let's go back though, because I don't want to scare people away into thinking that they have to have everything edited if they're going to go to an indie already. You absolutely don't have to already have it edited. They're going to love you if you do, but it's not going to be like a make or break thing where like I'm querying an indie press and I don't have an edited manuscript and they're going to be like, no, you don't have to come with it edited, but I wouldn't personally, but I'm sure that it looks really good. I mean, we have our friend that's going to be coming on the show, Kirsten. She is really, really fucking good at grammar and everything. So she edited her own stuff and she came to her press and they were like, oh my God, we love you. Like,
And I think that's the difficult part, because a lot of people who write, they usually have, some sort of literary or an English degree, or they come from a background with that, and maybe they've got friends. And it's tough, because having your friend that knows grammar, that has an English degree, edit your book, it's nice on paper. They're your best friend. They'll do it for you. And maybe they do know where commas go, but I've had it both ways, where I've had friends edit it versus a professional, but it is so different, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, I helped you with your short story that's coming out, but I mean, at the same time, I'm not an editor. Like, I can get you basic grammar. That's it. And it's very obvious when you have an actual editor look through it, because I know that Ashley went through and ripped your grammar apart, even after somebody that is competent enough to get by looked at it.
Yeah. And I mean, the other thing too is that when you have, it's easy, we start making friends on Twitter, start making friends in this writing community. And even with the best of intentions, if I give it to you, and yes, I trust that you're going to be honest, I trust that you're going to find the grammar and all that, but there's still a portion where you're like, this is my friend. I can't be like, there's critiques that you can give, and the more comfortable you are with a person, the better your relationship, I think, the more you're able to critique. But it's not the same as having an unbiased person that's going to be like, yo, listen, that doesn't make sense. Why are they punching each other here? Why are they punching each other, Dina? You need to have that neutral voice that can tear your book apart and have it kind of take away the personal element. You know what I mean?
Professionally, yeah.
Yes.
That's the key, because anybody can tear apart your book if they fucking hate you, but the professional is going to tear it apart in the best way.
Constructively, because they want your money, so they don't want you to give up on writing here.
There's also alternatives to hiring an editor, though not at all. Well, I don't want to say not at all. They don't really compare, but I mean, it's better than nothing. Grammarly.
Yeah. What is Grammarly?
Grammarly is a software that you can purchase that will like automatically run your paper through a grammar checking software. It's great on a Facebook.
Spell check on steroids, basically.
I'm bleeding.
How are you bleeding, Dina?
I don't know.
Flip that, Sean.
So.
Oh Lord.
So a lot of people hate Grammarly and a lot of people love it. I like Grammarly, but I also don't recommend ever taking every suggestion. Grammarly will put commas in the wrong place, just like anybody else will. So you have to be competent enough to run your manuscript through Grammarly and know when it's wrong, because it's wrong a lot. But it also helps if you don't know what you're doing.
So I'll give you two final scenarios before we move on from here. Because at least to me, and God knows, again, take any of my suggestions and advice with a grain of salt, because I am not a published author. I'm just a dude on a podcast.
Spring 2022.
Yeah, spring 2022, I soon will be. But even if you are an English major and you know where all the commas go and you self-edit the shit out of your book, I still think it's so important for you to have someone else professionally look at it, because I think you can get so deep into your own story and into your own head that you miss a lot of key mistakes and a lot of things that seem logical to you. An outside voice won't necessarily understand. And I think that sometimes writers what
just happened, Dina?
I sneezed, but I muted myself.
Oh,
so
I thought you were
really
just headbanging
sick right now. No, I don't know. I don't know if anybody can hear it, but I'm really sick right now.
Oh, you got COVID. Congratulations.
So I just sneezed and I muted myself just in time.
Oh, congratulations.
I thought you were just like, whoosh, like
just headbanging to it. You're like, yeah. So, I mean, even if you are a professional yourself, like, I think you need to have other sets of eyes on it. And that's something that makes sense to have an editor. But I think that Shannon, shout out Shannon Brights, had a really great comment, especially with you, Dina, because I know you can be neurotic about this, about over-editing.
Oh, yeah. I'm an over-editor. I write one chapter and I go back and I edit it a million times and just make myself feel like absolute shit about everything that I've written, because I want it to look perfect the first time around. And I think that if I only write one chapter and then I edit it, then I can call it the first draft and it's fine. So
Yeah, and I think that's definitely, sometimes you get these people, they want 20 different beta readers and they want, 20 different editors, and, it's just constantly making changes. And no matter what, the more eyes that are on it, I mean, everyone's got different tastes and different feelings. And, you're not going to please all 20 beta readers if you go that far. So I think there's something to be said about finding that sweet spot in the editing part. But I guess, what would you say is your final takeaway, Dina, in terms of folks editing a self-published story?
I think if you want your work to be successful and to be one of those like rare comeuppance stories about self-publishing, that you should save up to hire an editor before you publish. Which I know people are like, but I don't have the money. You should save up for it. $1 a day, dude, like something will help, and then eventually, and it'll be worth it, because if your dream is to have your work out there, you want it to be good work. So you should invest in that. Yeah.
And at $1 a day, I can afford Ashley in 5 years.
Oh my God.
But my point to you, though, guys, is that as self-published, there's such a bad reputation about self-publishing. And people have even...
Because of the grammar.
Yeah, because of the grammar. Because people just know they can send a book out there. Like, they can just put it out there and be like, I'm a published author. And there's so many books out. And, every time someone takes a chance on your book, then they go, all right, well, I had to give up on it after 10 pages because the formatting, the grammar, everything was so bad I couldn't get through it. Now they're less likely to try someone else's indie book. So I think that it's kind of like, as a community, if we want to raise up indie writing culture, then we want to raise the quality of the writing, at least in terms of legibility. Not all Jar Jar erotica is going to be appreciated out there,
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's such a bad reputation for it, and if we want to raise that bar, please just save up. Please save up.
So now that we've gotten ourselves nice and editorialized, it's time to hear the erotic tale about how Dina almost dated her cousin.
So listen, Linda. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I just need to explain myself.
It's story time with Dinosaurus.
And her cousin.
So I was really little. I was like 10, maybe? And I was staying with my cousins.
So you were in high school, is what you're trying to say.
So I only have 4 cousins. Like, that's it. That's all that I've ever known. Yeah. And I was staying with them, and they were having people over at their grandparents' house. And my cousin was like, oh my God, I want to do my makeup. And like, I wasn't allowed to wear makeup. So naturally I was like, oh my God, do my makeup. So
it can look like a harlot.
I was in a cult and we couldn't wear makeup. So,
smut.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm a smut for makeup. Okay.
I'm not smut shaming you. I'm sorry.
She helped me do my makeup with her like Barbie makeup kit or whatever. And I was like, what are we getting all dressed up for? Like, we're just at her. It was her grandparents, not mine. And we were at their house. And she was like, oh, people are coming over. And I need a basic white boy name. Give me a white boy name.
That would be
Bradley.
Oh, good one.
Bradley? No, we can't use Bradley.
Parker.
Too close to home.
Hunter.
Parker. We can say Parker. Okay. And Parker's coming, and I was like, who the fuck's Parker? And she was like, he's so cute, and like going on and on about him. I was like, okay, like I'm about to show up my cousin, and I will definitely get Parker's attention, right?
This is a cult's worst nightmare.
She's like,
you're getting your makeup done, going to flirting with men. I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah, more than eye contact. So. No, I'm kidding. That was just a joke. Okay, so we like do our makeup and everything, and then like people start arriving, and I still don't know who these people are. I'm just like excited that there's people around because in a cult I don't see very many people. So, so he gets there and she's like, "That's him. That's Parker." And I was like, "Oh, he kind of cute though."
He kind of cute though.
Yeah, and I spent the entire day following her lead, trying to flirt with and get Parker's attention. And he's like probably like 14-ish.
He's so mature.
And yeah,
so old.
Yeah, he is. He was like tall and like
what
played
was your
basketball
moves,
probably.
Though? Like, yeah, what was your moves though as you were like trying to get his attention?
I just followed him around. That's all that you do. I'm like Jess from New Girl at the wedding episode where she just has to be present. That's me.
You didn't even like hair flip. You're just like following around. Okay, I'm with you.
Yeah, I didn't know how to hair flip. I'm pretty sure I kept my hair in a ponytail at that point.
Okay.
So, yeah, we follow around this guy all day and like we're flirting with him, and I think we talked to him, but I don't really remember. And like, then I realize after he leaves that he's my cousin's cousin. So I was following around so I don't know, are we like second cousins? Are we third cousins? Regardless, my cousin was trying to like get with her cousin, and she knew damn well it was her cousin.
I mean,
I don't.
At that point, is it okay? Mississippi
Roll
probably
Tide.
is. Yeah, Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Yeah, so I saw him a few years later after I had gotten out of the cult and after I realized that we were related, and it was really awkward.
Was he good looking?
Yeah, he's still cute.
Okay.
But I still don't know. I don't know.
Yes.
He's kind of short.
You are
He's
triggering
short.
all the short men in our audience, Sean being one of them.
Sorry, I like very tall men. Sean's very tall.
I'm taller than Daniel.
So is he like my second cousin or third cousin? Like, who was I trying to date?
All right, hold on. Let's Google this.
I had like a whole life for us planned out after the end of this day, too.
Oh yeah, what was it?
Yeah, we were going to get married, obviously, and like it was going to be great because he's friends with my cousin because I didn't know that they were cousins. So like family get-togethers would be really great, and I wouldn't be alone and all lonely and sad trying to fit in with my cousins that don't like me. Shout out all four of you. I know that you don't like me, so.
Okay, on Quora.com.
Yeah, hold on. I see
How
this
is my cousin's cousin related to me?
Okay, go.
It basically says they're most likely not related to you at all by blood. Your cousin's cousin is from the side of the family that your blood relative, your parent's sibling, got married to. So no relation to you at all. For example, your mom's name is Mary.
So I could have dated
and your name
him.
is John.
You
Your
could have
mother's brother is Henry. Yeah.
What
so-
a twist. Dina, this would have been okay.
Parker, we could have gotten together. Fuck.
Unbelievable.
in another life, at another
Yeah.
time.
Damn it.
Damn, shout out.
I'm sure the 14-year-old dude was just like frothing
was
at the mouth
definitely
to
itching
date
to
the
get married.
10-year-old.
Yeah, yeah, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could have had love, Dina. You could have had it.
Damn us. Anybody. Yeah.
Oh, God. All right, guys. That means that we are on to our next adventure. Specifically, we're going to choose our own adventure. Dina, what cousins do you have for our folks to choose from next time?
So we have my first rager.
This is not an erection, guys.
My arranged marriage, or the first guy that ever proposed to me.
And there's been a lot of men have proposed to Dina. It happens almost
There's
weekly.
been a couple.
Yeah, it happens almost weekly.
3.
Three.
Yeah, it's been 3. 4.
I don't want that smut. I mean, this is a lot of good ones. Sean, what's your gut feeling on this one?
Honestly, arranged marriage sounds the most interesting to me.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on this. Because, I mean, proposal can mean anything. But arranged marriage, that takes a little bit of effort. So,
Oh, proposal for marriage.
yeah, but I tell people I'd want to marry him all the time. I tell Sean at least once a week.
Oh.
Can you
Yeah.
please stop doing that? It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Did you get the ring I sent you?
So you guys think that that's the one that sounds the most interesting, though, but which one do you guys think is going to be the most interesting?
I mean, So the most boring one sounds like a rager because everyone's had a party and no one calls it a rager.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're calling it a rager tells me like it wasn't really a party. So therefore I assume something insane happened to it.
I can
I
neither
can see that.
confirm nor deny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no more context. That's it.
None at all. Just, you know what? You're out here to court us, Dina. You're just here to court.
Dean.
I know. I don't know why I
Dean.
called her court. I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on anymore. This is getting out of hand. Yeah, it's my turn.
All right, Daniel. Discord DM.
It's time for a cringy copulation and
Double header, baby. Ooh,
a double hitter. All right, this is from the 2011 winner, Ed King by David Gutterson. She took him by the wrist and moved the base of his hand into her pubic hair until his middle fingertip settled on no man's land between her front parlor and back door. Those were the quaint, prudish terms of her girlhood. She got him on the node between neighboring needs. So Sean, how often have you visited the front parlor, man?
Front parlor, baby. Oh, yeah.
Dina?
I just like that he compared it to childhood. Like, that was fucking weird.
Yeah, her girlhood. Yeah, no, that's definitely quaint and weird.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, that ruins the entire thing for me. Because I was about to make a joke.
Audience, don't write your inappropriate sex scenes with childhood references, please.
Yeah, that's a pretty big turnoff right there. And
Girlhood is a red flag right there.
yeah. That's,
All right, this is a double header. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it. We got the 2009 winner, The Kindly Ones by Jonathan Littell?
Latin, baby.
Littell. I was burning to lie this body down on the bed and then spread its legs, to bury my nose in the moist vulva like a sow nuzzling for a nest of black truffles, then to turn the body over on its stomach, spread its buttocks with both hands, to contemplate the purplish rosette of the anus blinking gently like an eye, put my nose to it and breathe it in. Oh, God. Oh, no. Dina!
Did I finally get Daniel?
Beautiful.
Dina!
I finally got Daniel.
Dina, I expect a certain level from you, and I was not prepared for you to bring the thunder on this one. Dina?
That was my first Google search.
Now I know why they call it the brown eye.
No, it's not brown, dude. It's not brown. It's purple and
It's
blinking
not?
at you. Yeah.
Like a rose.
Yeah. Spread the buttocks with both hands to contemplate the purplish rosette of the anus, blinking gently like an eye.
Can we talk about how this is probably also necrophilia because they just keep talking about the body?
Yeah.
Not like her body, but it's
The
the
I like that it was
body.
it.
This
They
body.
literally said it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not a person.
definitely necrophilia.
But God, why do you want to put your nose to it and breathe it in? Oh.
Dude, people buy people's jarred farts on the internet.
Do they? No.
Crazy. Yeah, they do.
Can you?
Yeah, I've thought about doing that because, like, I'm really broke.
So you thought about jarring your farts?
Yeah, I thought about doing a lot on the internet, but like Tim was like, "No, morally, we're not."
Onlyfarts.com.
Yeah,
but I mean, if morality wasn't into it, do you think Tim would be like okay with it?
maybe. Yeah. I thought about selling my socks.
Could do that.
Yeah. Gross.
I'm really broke.
Sean,
Hey, guys.
can you look real quick? Can you just do a quick Google search and see how much a fart jar costs?
I
right
really am not going to
It's
search
about
for that
$50 for
on my
underwear.
computer.
Yeah.
I don't need my FBI
20 to
agent
50.
seeing that.
Cost of a fart jar. Let's see. Send a jar. There's literally a website. Send a jar. Send a fart in a jar. Lasts for hours. Buy now for $10.
Right, so that's just like a generic fart jar, but there's like attractive women who make a whole living off of farting in jars and selling them.
Oh my God. 90 Day Fiancé star, quote, I made $50,000 a week selling my farts.
There it
That's
is.
what I'm saying. Like, I seriously looked into selling my socks online because these people are making really good money. And I was like,
I want to get in on this hustle. I mean, okay, so how is that headline not in what our headlines were? Like, how does us looking up a fart jar give us a better headline?
because it's real. It's not funny.
No. Every headline that we had, Dino,
I
is
think
real.
it's a serious hustle and respect.
Oh.
Respect for the
those
fart
weren't
sales girl.
those weren't comedy headlines. Those are all real news articles.
Oh.
Oh, Dina. Oh, honey.
Hey guys,
So
guess what?
honey.
What, buddy?
What?
We're bringing back Weird Takes this week.
Weird takes.
Oh my God! I forgot.
All right, you guys ready? Do you remember how to do this?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, do we like take each other's things weirdly? Like, how does this work, Sean?
Oh God, I'm gonna
Take
read
your
some
thing.
listener suggested weird takes or controversial opinions about writing or storytelling in general, and you guys are gonna give me your gut reactions. Okay?
All right, I'm ready. Dina, how much do you have
So
left
here
in
we
that bottle,
go.
buddy?
I like it a lot.
No, I mean, how
I
much
wish
do
it
you
was a
have
full
left?
size bottle.
Yeah, how much is left in it?
This is a mini bottle.
Yeah, okay, but
This is a really small bottle.
Yeah.
It's not a full bottle.
I hear you justifying, but how much is left?
Probably another glass.
Okay, all right, sorry, continue.
Okay, you guys ready for Weird Takes?
Weird takes.
Weird Takes. Okay, first one is from friend of the show, best buddy of the show, Rance D. Denton, at
Rance
Violence Obscene
Law.
on Twitter. Rance says, here's one for the Weird Takes. Twitter is not a pity party for sales, and people who complain that they haven't gotten a sale in so long need to 1, find offline sources for sales, and 2, identify that Twitter is an exhaustible sales resource.
Dina, start us.
I absolutely agree because I see way too many of our authors only marketing on Twitter, and I don't care how many followers you have. I know we have people that have like 8,000, 10,000 followers they haven't even sold 1,000 books. Like, it is 100% an exhaustible resource. You need to look into marketing strategy. Make friends with somebody that's a marketing strategist. Like,
We might have to do an episode on this because that's a really good topic.
I'm so sick of people complaining, nobody's bought my book. Okay, market somewhere else. Your resource has been exhausted. I'm angry. I'm sorry.
No, I'm with you because, like, listen, it's kind of like, if you're going on a date, you're trying to get a date with someone. I mean, maybe it's worked once or twice before, as I'm sure someone gets a, sale from, the pity of, oh man, what a terrible day. I haven't gotten any sales today. Oh, my life is darkness. But I mean, think about, like, if you took it to, like, dating, like, how often would this work on you, Dina? If I just went up to you and I was like, hey, Dina, I haven't gotten a date in forever, and you're, like, so much prettier than me, but, like, do you think you could, like, I don't know, like, we just go on a date sometime? It would just, please?
Might have worked in high school.
Dina, no! That is not the
kidding.
message we're giving our
Okay, no.
audience.
I would have.
How drunk am I in this scenario?
Yeah. I don't think that would even work on drunk Dina. Like, no, fuck off.
Yeah.
Sounds like a you problem is what I would probably say. That's what probably would instinctively come out of my mouth. It sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen, man, no one wants to try to aim for the pity sale, the pity sex. I mean, just, be confident, fund a resource, and don't just
Local bookstores.
Yeah.
Publish in your local post ads in your local newspaper.
Just bring your book into Target and put it on the shelf.
Yeah, just put it right there. See what happens.
Then they can just take it. Nobody can stop them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, all right, I like it. Hey, listen, it's a bold take, but it's a good take, and don't try to force P sales on me because I'd probably assume your book sucks
I
at
stole
that
trash once.
point. What?
I just remembered a story time where I stole trash and I didn't know it. Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
Damn it.
Add it to the list.
Add it to the list. Don't tell us more.
No
Stop
more,
courting
no
our
more
audience.
details.
Yeah, no more courting.
Okay. here we go. The next one is from The Bookworm. The
Shout out to
Bookworm. Rebecca Mickelson at The Bookworm on Twitter. Eyes emoji. The idea that fantasies need to be chonking epics is antiquated and fueled by the time where authors were still paid by the page. A lot of times, fantasies are hurt by the idea that they have to be 150,000 words plus to be a real fantasy instead of just serving the story. Hashtag weird takes. Daniel, does that hit close to home for you, buddy?
Fuck yeah. Yeah, that's
He's
the greatest
leaving.
take I've ever heard. He's gone because he fucking deserves it. Because I had to read a 190,000 page world.
But it's a good world.
Yes.
Okay, for the record, I didn't write
No,
190,000 pages because I felt like that's what it had to be an epic fantasy. I wrote until I got to an end, and then I looked down and I was like, oh shit, this is really long. And then I was like, maybe I could break this into 2 books. And then I go, man, I didn't write this in a way where this could be broken into 2 books. It doesn't, there's no, like, any stopping point in my book would be super abrupt and wouldn't work. So, Rebecca, I'm sorry. You're right, but I'm a cliche. I'm a basic ass fantasy hoe.
Your world is not basic, though. I will give you that. You don't have a basic world. You have a very beautiful, well thought out world that I'm proud that I got to know. It's way too fucking long. And I told you this, and you're going to come to notes later on where I go, what is the point? Because you gotta come to a head.
Yeah.
It's so long.
Yeah, it's really long. Yeah.
But it is very good.
Yeah,
I would
know.
publish it if I had the choice.
That's what happens when you write without a word count in mind. So I agree.
Yeah.
Brandon Sanderson, I feel like, is probably one of the few authors that can get away with just writing forever and not having to worry about a word count. There's always exceptions to rules, but yeah, shorter and more concise is better. I would definitely say my best writing is when I actually wrote a short story. Fucking concise.
But you've also got me on the opposite end of that, where I only have a 60,000 word fantasy world.
Yeah.
Like, that's bad. That's not long enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Pump that bad boy up to like 85, 90.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a good point, and I like where your head's at with that. The readership and the genre changes, so I'm with you.
Yeah.
All right. Our next weird take is from friend of the show, Ronnie at Chibi Tweets on Twitter. Books should never say the end at the ending. You never know when you might write a sequel, and even if you are for sure that you won't write anymore, shouldn't it be left to the reader to decide what happens next? The story isn't over and shouldn't be.
Can I tell you guys something?
Yeah, tell me.
Every single paper that I wrote in high school, I ended with the end, even if it was just like a short essay or like no matter what the topic was.
It's like photosynthesis. It's a science essay on photosynthesis, and you're like, the end.
I absolutely did.
That was your conclusion?
I made it a fucking story. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I 100% put the end.
I like where our head's at with that.
Your thesis in college? The end.
I tried, and then my dad made me delete that.
I like where our head's at with that. I mean, I think that it's kind of a antiquated thing. I'm trying to think of the last book I saw. I mean, maybe other books I've read haven't, and I haven't noticed, or maybe it's just kind of one of those like things where you expect it.
Fairy tales,
yeah.
too.
But yeah, I agree. Let the story live on in your imagination and mind. There's no reason to ever call it the end, even if nothing else ever gets written about it. So I like that take. That's a fun one. That's not one I've thought about before.
Thank you, Ronnie.
Yeah.
And we'll do one more, you guys. One more this week. How about this take from Azure, Azure, Azshure, L. Crouch in parentheses, at the 13th Z on Twitter.
13th Zodiac.
Weird take. Weird take. Jeans, gun blades, and fantasy setting can coexist. It's fantasy, for fudge's sake. If I want guns with my swords and guns on my swords, then I can have it, damn it. Not everything should be strictly medieval Europe.
Dina, thoughts?
I'm reading a book right now that has guns in their epic fantasy world, and I actually really appreciate it.
Yeah, and I think that that's something that we talk about, like how there's been a shift and change in like the settings, because for the longest time, everything was always based in medieval Europe, and it's the sword and stone type of fantasy, and the broadswords and the katanas, depending on where you want it to be. But I mean, I think there's definitely been a big shift, and she's got a great story. It's definitely on my TBR pile, and she's actually got a nice replica gun blade that she kind of uses in all of her pictures. That's super badass, and I'm jealous of. But like you have Brian McClellan, who did the Powder Mage series, where it's kind of like a fantasy set with like musket era weapons, like single shots and stuff like that. And then you've got Rage of Dragons.
You have the Clockwork Dream by Fanny TC.
Yeah.
That has
shout out Fanny
in it.
Shout out Fanny. What am I without you, Fanny?
Oh my god.
But yeah, so you're saying about in her world?
Yeah, she has guns in the Clockwork Dreams.
Yeah, so Clockwork Dreams, Evan Winters did his Rage of Dragons series, which has got a kind of African mythology base to it. And so I think there's a lot of people that are starting to expand and explore out from the traditional medieval European setting. And you're damn right. If there wants to be jeans and guns and swords and, I don't know, gun nunchucks, like, I'm in. Fuck it, let's go.
Yo, that would be really cool though. Like you've got like a chain connecting two guns and you can flip them and like they shoot as you.
There we go. We got our next fantasy weapon, nunchuck guns. I'm in. Love it, Dina.
Well, this has been this week's segment of Weird Takes. Woo!
All right, guys. It's been another awesome episode, a family episode. We got to bond, got to get a little closer, got to be a little bit smutty. I hope Dina takes a shower and washes all that smut off of her.
I shower after every episode.
Yeah, I do make you feel
good
gross.
call.
I'm sorry.
Good call.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, again, if you want to leave us a voicemail, we love voicemails. I could do an entire episode purely on your guys' ridiculous voicemails. You can check it out at 347-69-WEIRD. That's 347-699-3473. And guys, it's been another great episode, and I can't wait to see you all again next week when we have the author of Clockwork Dreams, Fantasy, aka Fanny T. Crispin, joining us. And it's probably just going to be me professing my love for the entire episode, so I apologize in advance to everyone.
For once, Daniel has one of his people coming on the show, and it's fine.
Listen, Jolene, please don't take my man.
I'm gonna steal her. I just want you to know I've been DMing her just so that I can like ramp up to stealing her.
Yeah, exactly.
She's grooming her right now.
Just let me have this one, Dina.
I've given her hair care tips, and like we were talking about publishing, and I'm bonding with her just so that I can take her from you because fuck you.
When Daniel says listener, he's talking about Fanny because that's the only one.
That's my only one.
I know.
Please, please don't take my man.
Jolene,
Dina. All right, guys. This has been another great episode. You can find me at Twitter at DanQ_WrightsThing. That's DanQ WrightsThing.
It's stank.
Singular. It's not.
Stank.
I thought in the new year it'd be different. It's not.
Stank. Just ask Rain.
Just ask her.
Stank.
All right, and Dina, where can the folks find you?
You can find me on Twitter at DinosaurusD. That's D like these nuts.
And you can find her. You can find her fart jars in the Don't Make It Weird merch store.
Feel free to donate to the cause.
Farts.don'tmakeitweird.net.
Farts.don'tmakeitweird.net. Exactly. And producer Sean, where can the folks find you?
Finishing up my last beer, so I'll probably have my head in the refrigerator.
You gotta have something that you're eating, though, man. Have you already eaten before?
Put your head up your ass.
Oh, I haven't. No, I think we got Wingstop again. Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. All right. What is your Wingstop choice though? Like, what's your move?
Oh, dude, lemon pepper dry is far and away the best, the absolute best.
So listen, I love lemon pepper. Like I will put that shit on anything.
Just fuck me up with lemon pepper.
Anything. Literally, but no, you gotta have buffalo wings, man.
See, my problem with that is no buffalo, like original buffalo wings that I've ever had at a restaurant come close to mine that I make at home. So if I want buffalo wings, I'll just make them.
He makes really good buffalo wings. It's true. All right, guys, it's time to get out of here. We'll see y'all next week. Jazz hands.
Don't Make It Weird. Hosted by Daniel Quigley and Dinosaurus. Produced and edited by me, Sean Holden. Theme song by Amaria. If you enjoyed this nonsense and want to encourage us to make more content just like this, please consider shopping at our merch store. Every penny goes back into the show. You can check it out at store.don'tmakeitweird.net. That's store.don'tmakeitweird.net. Also, let's go Niners! See you next week, weirdos.